In 2022, a lot of things happen, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And as usual, we will end up remembering just what happened in the last few months. So what I want to do in this video is to have just a recap of what happened in 2022 and what are the trends that we need to look and prepare for in 2023. Organizations are moving away from traditional on-premises software and leveraging cloud-based solutions. Cloud infrastructure continues to grow, bringing businesses agility, cost efficiency, and automation. Predictions say that more than 85% of organizations will embrace a cloud-first principle by 2025, and over 95% of new digital workloads will be deployed on cloud-native platforms. According to the current statistics provided by Statista.com, the global public cloud computing market continues to grow and is expected to reach an estimated $474 billion in 2022. This should tell you something about the importance of learning cloud computing services such as Azure, AWS, or Google Cloud in 2023. Cloud technology is becoming an essential part of organizations, both large and small, and this migration of infrastructure will require lots of time and expertise, leading to growth of demand for cloud development specialists. When it comes to web development, JavaScript continues to be the dominant language, despite gradually appearing new technologies. Actually, 2022 marks JavaScript's 10th year in a row as the most commonly used programming language. This is no surprise if we take into account that React, Vue, and Svelte are among the most used front-end frameworks, and they are all JavaScript frameworks. And of course, we shouldn't forget the extended use of Node.js to develop backend applications. A wide range of frameworks and their capabilities make JavaScript the most promising software development trend in 2023. JavaScript remains an excellent choice for companies that want to get a modern web solution with good maintenance. So the demand for custom JavaScript development services will continue to grow. A few years ago, IoT was one of the most hyped technology trends, but now the Internet of Things is no more a hype but a necessity to run a successful business. Major industries like healthcare, manufacturing, retail and wholesale, and even governments have already adopted IoT tools in their infrastructures. It is predicted that by 2030, the overall number of IoT devices across all industries will grow to more than 25 billion. Actually, in late 2020, the number of IoT connections surpassed the number of non-IoT connections, and this is because IoT goes way beyond using homes. It is expected that wearables and sensors aimed at allowing patients to monitor their own health will surge in 2023 and beyond. The data that's collected from the patients can enable doctors to be proactive in medical treatments and improve care. This is why it is not a bad idea to pay special attention to IoT and to focus on learning the tools and frameworks you can use to develop for it. In many cases, this is deeply related to cloud computing, like, for example, Microsoft IoT and Azure that contains a collection of Microsoft managed cloud services that connect, monitor, and control billions of IoT assets. The global artificial intelligence market was expected to grow more than 16% during the course of 2020 to 327.5 billion, and they expected to reach 500 billion by 2024. Today, some form of AI and machine learning is used in nearly every industry, and it's in our homes too, whether we realize it or not. The rate of adoption was increased significantly by COVID-19, and this acceleration is expected to continue in the coming years. KPMG's research shows that AI adoption has especially accelerated in the financial services industry. But that is not the only industry where AI is expected to grow. In the banking industry, experts say that AI could drive $1 trillion of additional value every year, and of course, healthcare, where the impact of AI is undeniable. Another example is the business world, where AI software is making an impact through robotic process automation, or RPA. This technology automates mundane tasks so that workers can focus on projects with higher potential value. From all trends on this list, AI is probably the most important one, as its growth is less likely to decrease in the next decade. Rust has been voted the most beloved language in the past 4 years in Stack Overflow surveys, and this is reflected by the fact that searches for Rust have increased 144% in the past 5 years. What makes Rust unique is that it is essentially a low-level programming language that allows great control over hardware and memory access, while offering, at the same time, all the tools and simplicity of a high-level programming language. In a way, Rust wants to take the place of C++ by fulfilling two fundamental objectives: recover the speed of C but eliminate its complexity, and solve the huge problem of C++ and all its derivatives, the security of memory. In a recent survey of .NET developers, Rust was the second choice when users were asked what language they were interested in learning. Another huge use case of Rust is another trend we will see on this list: blockchain. Because of its speed, safety, and community, Rust development applied to blockchain has increased in the last 2 years. If you wanted to learn something new, Rust should be at least on the top of your list of choices for the following years. Reports say that the growth of the cloud microservices market is accelerating. They predict it will surpass 25% through 2026, adding 1.6 billion in market value. Search volume for microservices is up 80% in the past 5 years. Microservices architecture represents a new approach in software development. The old approach, monolithic architecture, involves all the application processes being coupled together and run as a single service. Because all of the code is grouped together, changing one process means changing the entire application. This approach is neither agile nor scalable. On the other hand, microservices architecture features modules built as independent services. Each of these modules supports a specific task or goal and uses an API to communicate with other sets of services. The modules can be built, managed, and changed without altering other modules. This new structure means microservices require less development time and can be scaled easily. They can also be reused in other projects. Two of the most popular tools to use within microservices architecture are Docker and Kubernetes. This is another trend that relates to cloud computing, as microservices are often deployed to one of the major cloud providers. The majority of the buzz surrounding blockchain technology has been focused on cryptocurrency, but the technology has implications for the software development industry as well. Search volume for blockchain software development is up 757% in the past 5 years. Overall, global spend in the blockchain market is expected to grow at more than 46% through 2024, and what you need to understand is that regardless of the price of the coins and this very long crypto winter, the technology behind it is still relevant and will be for many years. Businesses across the globe are implementing blockchain in their organizations. In fact, 55% of organizations surveyed by Deloitte in 2020 said blockchain was in their top 5 strategic priorities, and there is a good reason for this. Blockchain-oriented software systems are robust and incredibly secure. The data in the systems is replicated and decentralized, ensuring data security when they are well done. There is also transaction recording and public key cryptography, which adds another layer of safety to the data. One area in which the security of blockchain technology is particularly appealing is software development for the healthcare industry. For example, blockchain-based systems can bring together pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, insurers, and others. The blockchain technology will have a great impact in many industries, and some of these benefits we can even anticipate at this stage because it is one of the fastest growing technologies at the moment. It is definitely worth to learn in 2023. In the last couple of years, we have seen an increase in low-code and no-code solutions, and many have even questioned if this type of applications will leave developers without work in a few years. As we've seen on this list of trends for 2023, developers still will have plenty of complex problems to solve, so I wouldn't worry about that. And instead, what I think we as developers should do is to learn how to use and build low-code and no-code tools as it doesn't look like this trend will slow down in the future. The popularity of low-code has exploded and searches are up 74% over the last 2 years. Low-code and no-code development can translate into easier, faster development. No-code platforms allow users to drag and drop blocks of pre-made code in a visual interface. Another sign is that search growth for no-code is up more than 8,000% in 5 years. According to Gartner, more than half of all medium to large enterprises will have adopted a low-code application platform by 2023. Airtable, Zapier, and Webflow are good examples of no-code tools widely used across many industries and even end users. Instead of fighting the popularity of low-code and no-code, I believe developers should embrace it and use it to their advantage. This is it for today's video. Thanks for staying till the end, and if you like it, please give me a sub. Thanks, and I see you on the next one.